Have you ever started a project that you were really, really excited about? You loved the idea, you were interested in it, you could see a future for it, you felt hopeful about what it could become, and then you just stopped. Why? Why did you stop? Well, if you have ever failed like that, you are not alone, my friend. I started this YouTube channel with the purpose of sharing three of the things that I love talking about the most. The first one is simply life. I'm a human being having human experiences, and I think existence itself is incredibly deep and meaningful. So I like talking about psychology, philosophy, history, and just, human stuff. So things like why do we behave the way we do? Why do we love? Why do we suffer? Why do we hope? Why are we here anyway? I think existence is a fascinating thing. The second thing is faith. And when I say faith, I mean religion, spirituality, eternity, belief. I am a Christian, so I believe that when I die, there is going to be something beyond what we are experiencing here on earth. I believe in the resurrection. I believe in all of that. You can agree or disagree with me, and that's completely fine. But you have to admit that belief, religion, and especially Christianity are incredibly interesting subjects. I mean, the idea that billions of people throughout history have believed that Jesus Christ is God, that He came into the world, that died for our sins, and that through Him we can be with God for all eternity, that's just fascinating to me. Of course, for me, there is certainty in that faith, but there is also doubt. There are questions, there are moments when you wonder. And I think humanity's experience of dealing with those questions and trying to understand the biggest mysteries of existence is incredibly interesting. And then the third thing is perhaps a little less deep. Video games. And pop culture in general, but mostly video games. Video games are probably the main form of entertainment that I consume. I'm also getting into anime, mostly thanks to Naruto and Demon Slayer. Now I'm exploring other series, which has been pretty fun. But yeah, mostly video games. And to me, video games are like little worlds. Think about it. We live in this enormous universe, and then human beings create other universes inside of it. We create worlds where we can explore, complete missions, meet characters, experience stories, and become emotionally, intellectually, and sometimes even physically involved in what happens. Take Halo, for example. At first glance, it seems pretty simple. You're just a guy with a gun shooting aliens, that's it. But it's not that simple. There's history, there's lore, there's betrayal, there's hope, there's disappointment, there's struggle, there's courage, there's fear, there's love, there's friendship, there's humanity. And I think that by looking at these digital and virtual universes that we create, we can actually learn a lot about ourselves. In a way, the worlds that we create tell us something about the people who created them. And that's one of the reasons I love video games so much. In a similar way, when we look at the universe we actually live in, I think we can learn something about the one who created it. So there are three main things that I wanted this channel to be about: life, faith, and video games. And yet, if you look at my channel, I've only published 2 videos. The first one was just me introducing myself. The second one was about video games and whether they can actually be healthy for us. And then I stopped. Why? If I was so excited about this project, why did I stop? To be completely honest with you, I'm still excited about it. I talk about this channel all the time. I think about the things that I want to talk about. I have ideas, I imagine where this could go. But I was not disciplined. I kept telling myself, yeah, I'll do it later. And then later came, something happened at work, I was tired, I had something else to do, and suddenly I didn't feel like recording a video anymore. Then came vacations, personal things, family things, life. And little by little, the project that I was so excited about became something I kept postponing. Until eventually I had to stop and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I have to stop procrastinating and start doing things because there are so many things I want to talk to you guys about. So I'm making a promise to myself, and also to you, my 44 subscribers. I'm going to be more consistent, and I'm going to try to publish at least one video every week. And hopefully, I will publish even more. The format I'm using is actually very simple. It's basically just me playing video games and talking about things that I have read, things that I have experienced, things I'm thinking about, things I'm dealing with, or things that maybe you tell me about in the comments. So there's really no excuse. And this is part of a bigger change I've been trying to make in my life. I have made some important decisions recently. I have made changes because I want to become more disciplined and spend more time doing the things that I actually enjoy. I got back to the gym, I changed jobs, I took some time to rest and reflect on my life, and I'll probably talk about all of that in the future. But this video isn't really about all of those things. It's about one simple idea. If you have a project that you love, freaking go for it. Because sometimes we sacrifice so much of our time working for someone else. We wake up every morning, sometimes incredibly early. We take the bus, we drive, we take the train, we go to a company that isn't ours. And we do it because we get paid, of course. And let me be very clear. There is absolutely nothing wrong with working for someone else. But sometimes we start something that belongs to us, something we are passionate about, something we believe in, something that could potentially become something great. And somehow we don't give it the same seriousness. We postpone it. We say we will do it tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And eventually the project disappears. So with this video, I'm not just telling you to be disciplined. I'm telling myself to. I am not going to preach something and then do the opposite. I'm telling you to believe in your project, to believe in yourself, to believe in your dreams, and most importantly, to be disciplined. Because it's very easy to say beautiful things. It's easy to make motivational speeches. It's much harder to actually do the work. So I'm promising you that I'm going to work on this because I genuinely see a future in this project. And you know what? My first video surprised me. I was expecting maybe 3 views, maybe 1. Instead, it got around 100 views. And there were several comments from people encouraging me. Now, you could look at 100 views and say that's nothing. Because when you open YouTube, you see hundreds of thousands of videos, millions of views, you know? But that's not how I see it. I see 100 people, 100 human beings who click on my video and listen to what I had to say. And then imagine that 6 or 7 of those people actually took the time to write something like, hey, you did great, I want to see more, keep going. I mean, that's freaking amazing. So thank you so much. And if you are one of those people who watched the first video, leave a comment, subscribe, or even just listen to me ramble for a few minutes, thank you so much. I am going to keep my promise. I'll see you in the next video, guys.